Welcome back to Zero to Hero. When you last left us, we'd just picked up our first win in our 11 games, and hopefully we're at a turning point where we may still have an outside chance of the playoffs. If we put some decent performances together, then I have no doubt that we'll be there or thereabouts. Let's jump into the episode to see where we're at. Rollercoaster of a ride to get us into the position that we find ourselves currently. After the Weymouth game, we slipped to a narrow defeat against Torquay, going down 2-1. Then things didn't get much better as we entertained Sutton and got beat 3-1, which rounded off a very poor month of February. March started a little bit more promising as we narrowly beat Chesterfield 3-2. And then it was back-to-back defeats again as we lost two close games, this time against Solihull Moors and old rivals Ebbsfleet as we narrowly got defeated 5-4. Rutherford missed a penalty in the last 9 minutes which could have equalised it. Then, this is when things suddenly started to change. We went on a 6-game winning run. We started off with a very good 3-1 away win at York. This was followed by a close victory over Hartlepool at home, as we seemed to be more clinical for the goal for the first time in what seemed like ages. An away trip to Bromley was next, as we ran out 2-0 winners in what wasn't the greatest performance, but at this point in the season, anything will do. We then massively outplayed a poor Dover team and ran out 4-1 winners. We certainly have become lethal at set pieces, especially corners, as Harry Flowers bagged 2 goals. We certainly put a show on for the TV cameras as we travelled to Maidenhead. We ran out 5-3 winners thanks to Rutherford bagging a hat-trick. Just look at that XG as well, 2.38, everything is starting to come together. Another victory next as we brushed aside a very good Barnet side 3-0. Rutherford and Birmingham were certainly on form and are forming a great partnership up front. Our run came to an end as we lost 2-1 at Woking. It wasn't the greatest of performances as we had to change things around, as unfortunately Birmingham has picked up an injury in training and that's him done for the rest of the season. We got back to winning ways as we managed to overcome Boreham Wood 3-0 at home. The hero from last season, Jason Pryor, came off the bench to score in what was probably his last home appearance for the club as he's set to retire at the end of the season. So the good run of form has certainly put us in a very good position as we go into the final game of the season. As you can see, a point in the final game against Kings Lynn will guarantee us a playoff spot. To be honest though, I think if we lose, we should be okay, as long as the goal difference swing is not that high, as we seem to have a far superior goal difference from the teams that are around us. Let's jump into the fixture against Kings Lynn. So here is the team news. With the injury news that Bergman is out, Stanley is up front with Rutherford. Briggs is playing as a wide target man, and Steele and Phipps are the central midfielders. Longelo has the licence to get forward at left back, and the rest is our usual back line. Let's head into kick-off. So here we are. Just remember, a point is all we need, or to avoid a heavy defeat. Hopefully the boys can see us through and we can get what we need to get into the playoffs. And who knows, you never know what can happen in the playoffs. It's been a great performance from the boys this season so far. So we're underway. Can we get what we need? Slow start, not much happening in the first 10 minutes. Pretty even contest so far. They are having slightly more possession, Kings Lynn, but that is to be said with the way we are set up at the moment. We need to keep an eye on the score lines as well. We're looking for goals for Yeovil because they're right behind us. Getting closer to half time and they've got an opportunity. It's played in but we've headed it clear. They've picked the ball back up again and Wiltshire's there to nick it back. Played back to Wiltshire, who hits it long, looking for Rutherford to latch onto it. Can he get there? No, the keeper's quickly off his line to gather. Keeper kicks it long, and Longiello picks it up, finds Steele, finds Briggs, who finds Stanley, who gets past his man. Rutherford's in, and he slots it against the post. Oh, it's cleared. How have he not scored that? How has that been missed? Another opportunity, long throw in by Woodward. Rutherford with it. Can he find Stanley? No, it's gone over his head. Plays it back to the keeper, and they've cleared it. Longiello picks it up. Finds Smith. Back to Steele in the midfield. We're playing it around nicely, and they've managed to head it clear. Longiello's picked it up again. We're pushing forward with it. Can we find that killer pass? Rutherford finds Stanley, surely this time. Yes, Alfie Stanley makes it 1-0 after 30 minutes. Just what we needed. This is guaranteeing us play. This is now what we needed, just going to guarantee us that place. Okay, so it's half-time and we're leading 1-0 so far. At this moment in time, we're guaranteed a playoff spot. Hopefully, we can keep it tight in the second half and see where we come out with and see who we end up in the playoffs. I'm going to make a change or two now just to freshen things up, as there's a couple of players that are quite tired. So join us in the second half. Okay, so Whittingham's come on for Longiello because he's really tired. Possibly going to have to take Woodward off soon as well. But obviously, if we do, we're going to replace him with Long King. Yep, we've made the change now, and Long King's come on for Woodward. Hopefully, we can now see this game out for the rest of the match. King's in with an attack. Played it down the wing. Can they get the cross in? They can. And Whittingham, it's gone over the bar. It's a goal kick. Danger's passed. Final 20 minutes now. Briggs has picked up a knock. It looks like we're going to have to replace him. They're in on goal. It's harmlessly wide past the post. Right. Final 15 minutes, we're going to make a change. Okay, here's Steele with the ball. We've made a change, but it won't take effect until this attack's gone. They've nicked the ball. And look at that. Yeovil are getting beat 2-1 by Sutton. And thankfully that chance has gone wide of the post. We're now guaranteed a playoff spot. Final 10 minutes. It's not been the greatest performance, but we have been the better team so far. We have got a better XG than them. We're going to finish 6th. Unless there's a sting in the tail here. No, Howes is there to gather it. Final few minutes of added time now. Let's just see out the game. Howes launches it long. Stanley onto it. Can he wrap up the points? Yeah, just past the post. Unlucky. That was a glorious opportunity. Howes is safely there. Gathered it again. Launches it forward. And that's out of play. Surely these are the dying moments now. Can we keep the victory? There it is. 6th place in the table. It's been a glorious season. And what happens from here now? It doesn't matter. We've got to the playoffs, which is what people didn't expect us to do. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. We've got the ball. Let's clears it long. And there it is. The final whistle's gone and we've secured a playoff spot. It's been a fantastic season from the boys as we march into the playoffs. Who will we get? How far will we get in the playoffs? Who knows? Would you believe it? We're up against Ebbsfleet in the playoffs. The old foes from last season who were vying for the championship with us last time out. Can we get the better of them to maybe go one step closer to League 2? Find out next time as we continue 0 to hero.